Live. Yes, I am. And of course, the lighting always sucks because it's dark over here because it's the middle of the night. But anyway, how you guys doing? It's Coach Hunt. I have your greatest interests at heart. This is your crown error, and I wanted to talk to you today about the word if. I know a lot of coaches use this. I've used the if statements probably for the last, I don't know, 15, 20 years, working in behavioral aid and therapy and counseling and coaching and all the things, right? So if I was listening to a podcast today, was it a podcast? No, a live today on YouTube, um, with one of the manifestation coach that I enjoy listening to, and I get tidbits here and there from her. And it's astounding how I hear people use the word "if" a lot, and the way I've learned it and discerned it was because I believe in acronyms, and I believe in because that's how I learn. I learn through acronyms. Spirit gives me acronyms, and so it helps me not just digest, but break apart and embody some of the languages that we use. Because a lot of times it's not the actual words we're using, it's the energy, the emotion behind the words, or the energy and emotions of the belief systems of the words we are using. So, if for me is an acronym, it's identifying faith or it's identifying fear, IF, right? And so I hear a lot of coaches speak about this, and I use the framework as well, the the if, because the majority of Americans or people who speak English, because that's all I can talk to you about, is they use it in such a negative format. What if? What meaning an actual thing, possession of something. Have you ever noticed that if doesn't come with anything besides the what or if then, either an action or a noun? So, what if the magic phrase that a lot of people use? What if? What if, I get in a car wreck? Negative. What if I win $1 million? For some people, that may be negative. For some people, that may be positive. It depends on the emotional energy behind the words. What if I fall in love? Again, something for some people, they fear falling in love. And so it's a negative. And for other people, it's a positive. What if I fall in love? It's the emotion, it's the energy behind the statement. That is the important part. Either you're identifying fear or you're identifying faith. And so I wanted to challenge or encourage, I kind of like that word better than challenge, but I want to encourage you guys to catch yourself when you use the word if. Are you utilizing it in faith or fear? Catch yourself in conversations from other people. Are they utilizing the word in faith or fear? Have a discernment about who you speak to and why you speak to them, and how those stories that they speak are affecting your emotional and energy body. So, I'll give you an example today. I was daydreaming or mentally processing something, probably in the negative sense, because I don't even remember it right now. But I think I was being not negative, but not positive either. So I think I had a loop of some kind of conversation or something. This is how you know when something has been released, you can't even think about it. But I was putting groceries in the back seat of my car, and when I opened up the door, I hit my face. I hit my tooth, I hit my lips, I hit my chin. It's still a little sore. And in that moment, I was it was like a how do I want to say it? It was like a flash of thought, like you can go down the rabbit hole of negativity or you can go down the rabbit hole of positivity. What are you going to choose, Coach Hunt? What are you going to choose, Angelina? What are you going to choose, Terrain? And in that moment, I took a breath with blood coming all in my mouth. I said, I said, what if me hitting my mouth just supported some kind of healthy thing? I forgot what I said. Release something healthy within my body. The blood. Maybe I don't know. Something was coming on. Or maybe it snapped me back into attention for something that I didn't need to be going down a negative rabbit hole. So I didn't take it as a negative or a positive. I took me hitting myself with my car as pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. And so I received that pay attention. And so I was alert, not in a not in a sense that it was I was going to be harmed, but I was more in the moment of every moment. And that in itself reminded me. So I utilized the if statements. Whew, you know, what if this gave me a moment to be in alert? Because later on I saw police officers with guns out on the other side of the road. Actually, I think that's the same. Yeah, I was driving and the guns out on the side of the road, and this man was had his hands up, no shirt on, and I'm like, "Why are they pointing their guns?" They see the man ain't got on no shirt on. It's 90 something degrees outside. He's sweating, and I just prayed for that black man. I just said, "Lord, God, help him. Don't, don't let him get killed. Don't let him get hurt." You know. And so maybe he needed prayer. So I needed to be on alert. I don't know what the universe does. But I know I'm going to create a purpose of positivity for everything that happens. And when I say positivity, I'm going to ensure that a positive moment comes out of it. And so I've been on in a moment of now and productive all throughout the rest of the day. And so I decided to make this video about that. So the magic of if, understanding that you're identifying faith and you're identifying fear. And so going back to the challenge or the encouragement today or tonight or whenever you're watching this video, I want to encourage you to write positive if statements, maybe 20 of them that truly light up your soul, yourself, your soul evolving life for. May those if statements open you up to possibilities, expand your awareness of how you speak. And then throughout the week or throughout the days after that, see how you utilize your if statements. And yeah, as a coach, I don't like to teach rules, but I do like to provide and model behavior because everything not everything, but the majority of things that people teach works for them because of who they are and what they've embodied. And so at times, other people have to embody their way and their path. Doesn't mean that those things won't work for them. It just will work differently because they're different. Their lifestyle has been different. They have built their own mountain on different rocks of their life experiences. So, I love you guys so much. If you have any questions about the if, I may put a couple of if statements down there as to give you an example to model this behavior um, in the comments. So feel free to give me some clarity or ask for clarity if you need it. And if you want any information about me, you can go ahead and look in the description box. I have a couple of courses. They're little mini courses. I have the Discovery Letter book. Yes. So if you're ready to be on a self-love journey, and when I say self-love, I don't mean internal love. I mean a self-discovery that encompass unconditional love of who you are as you continue to become anything that you choose that you want to be, then the Discovery Letter book is for you. It is a 1 year annual letter that you write to yourself, but the prompts in there will take your mindset to a different level because you won't just um you won't just project, you also reflect and you also be in the now. So you're on a three-way timeline for yourself. But anyway, I love you guys so much. It's Coach Hunt. I have your greatest interest at heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.